I was raised by songwriters. My folks were legendary songwriters, Boudleaux and Felice Bryant. I'm relatively sure that most of you, if not all of you, would not be familiar with their names, but you would be familiar with the songs which they wrote because their songs were recorded by hundreds and hundreds of artists over the years, many leading artists. I can tell you firsthand that the life of a songwriter, a professional songwriter, isn't necessarily that easy. Until my folks really hooked the biggest songs of their career in the mid to late 50s, they had already been for 10 years the #1 songwriters in Nashville. In fact, they were the first professional songwriters in Nashville. In the late 40s, when they went to Nashville, there were no professional songwriters. It was considered such a hard task that no one tried it. They were told quite often that they were foolish to begin that endeavor, but they were successful. But it was always chasing the next hit, and I can tell you it wasn't easy. The first vacation that my brother and I took with my parents was certainly after we were teenagers. Before that, we would just take long car rides across the South looking for radio station towers so my folks could promote their songs. That was a vacation for a songwriting family. We're really trying to put a face on songwriters today for you all and let you know that there's a lot behind the curtain. If you're not a performer, obviously, and you're only a songwriter, no one is wearing a T-shirt with your face on it. No one's asking you to be the spokesman for a scent that they're creating around your career. No one's asking you to endorse anything. And all you're doing is going after each person that you can who might listen to your song, whether it's a producer, an A&R person, or an artist, trying to get them to record your song. It's a very hard sale. It's very tough, and you have to, as we discussed last night, you have to really be able to thrive with rejection because it's very, 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 very difficult to get your songs cut. Everybody wants a hit, but they don't know it until they've heard it on the radio. And so it's a tough way to go. Songwriters are ultimately the small businessman and the businesswoman in the industry. Their entire livelihood comes from the words and the music that they create out of their imagination. And quite often that imagination runs dry, that inspiration runs dry. If you have to depend on inspiration to be a songwriter, you'd be an emotional wreck. I mean, you can't depend on emotions and inspiration and your imagination solely. You have to grind it out. You have to work very hard at it, as these gentlemen will tell you a little bit later. But that imagination, that inspiration, that hard work is the fuel that drives the entertainment industry. Whether you watch TV, cable, listen to radio, the internet, satellite, or whether you go to the movies for your entertainment or play video games, everything is driven by music. It would be hard to imagine the entertainment that you enjoy without music. It would be virtually impossible to do that. That's why we at BMI state that everything begins with a song. That's our motto. That's why BMI is dedicated to protecting the rights of the American songwriter, the people that write the hits that we all know, that create the soundtracks that help drive the movies and bring them to life, that bring TV to life, concert halls to life, stadiums to life, symphonies to life, and Broadway theaters to life.